l'iceberg. Oh putain.
everybody. Good morning. So glad you are here with us. I see we have some friends in the chat. Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Jonas. Brubaker sisters, how y'all doing? Emma, Sarah Pilger. Woo! So glad you're here this morning. Oh, guys, this is a fun morning because not only it is the start of the summer break. Woo woo! I'm just so pumped. I love the summer. Summer is the time when we get together, have fun in the sun, show these guns. It is true. It is true. The summer is definitely for me. But hey, I want to know who's here. I want to know how your week is going. So right now, I want to tell me how you're feeling with an emoji in the chat. Tell me how you feel. Let me know. As you guys know, for me, the emoji I'm going to put in the chat is, of course, the fire emoji, because I am just so pumped to be in transit this morning. I'm ready. I'm so pumped. I'm ready to go. But hey, let me know how you are feeling. What's up, Lex? So glad you're here this morning. So glad you are here. Hey, if you are new to transit, your first time tuning in, I want to say welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so pumped you're a part of Transit Live. And I want to let you know that Transit exists to help students discover a faith of their own. So it's a place where you can come and have fun with a capital F, because, hey, we're always fun here in Transit. So it's a place where you can come and just share with your friends, have a good time, and be in community. Actually, talking about sharing, if you haven't done this yet, I need you to like and subscribe. Yes, I said it. You need to like and subscribe right now. We are at 257 subscribers. We are only 3 subscribers away from 260. So tell your mama, tell your pops, tell your auntie, tell your grandma, tell your cousins, tell your nana, tell your babysitter, tell your neighbor, tell everybody to come and subscribe to That Connects the Students, because we want to get to 260. And hey, if you haven't liked this video yet, like this video. Do it right now, right here. We want to get as many likes as possible on this channel. But hey, guys, before we even get to the game, because you know, we got to do games here in Transit. Oh, hey, and if you're new, don't forget to fill out the new here form in our description, because we want to make sure you get your gift to say thank you for joining. But hey, sorry, I had to make sure I put that out there for my next thing. My next thing is super exciting. So before we get into the game, I gotta let you know what fun things we have planned for this summer. I mean, we got some fun things planned for this summer. So let's put your eyes to the screen and I'll let you know what we are doing this summer. So, as most of you guys already know, this coming Wednesday, actually, July 7th, we are doing mini putting, which is going to be sick. So if you have registered for mini putting for this Wednesday, make sure you do that. Hey, do you want to put the slide up for mini putting so they can see where they have to go? Yeah, you have to go to connectionschurch.com/transitgolf to register for mini putting on Wednesday. We already have a bunch of people coming. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. If you haven't signed up yet, you should. Whew, I'm pumped. But hey, here's the other things we're doing for this summer. On July 23rd, we're going to Berry Paintball/laser tag. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be doing some paintballing. Or if we're not into paintball, you can do some laser tag. It's going to be a good time. And then we're on August 11th, we're going to do a field day. Now, if you'd like to know, what's a field day? Like, what do you do? Like, you just go to a field and, like, lie down with the clouds? Sure. If you want to do that, you totally can. But what a field day is, I mean, we're going to do every type of camp game you can think of. I mean, from tug-of-war to capture the flag to water balloon fight to soccer to a bunch of field games you can think of. We're going to do that day. It's going to be a fun afternoon. You're not going to want to miss that. And then also, August 25th, we're doing an end of summer party. Guys, we have been together in a long time. So on August 25th, we're going to come together here at the Berry campus. We're going to hang out, have some fun all together, and just relax. It's going to be a good party, end of summer party. You guys can all go to connectionschurch.com/transit for more information. Your parents got the email, so they already know. But hey, don't forget to remind them. Sweet! That is all the announcements that I got for the summer. But hey, let's get into the game for today. Now, as you guys know, I'm just like a little bit older than you guys. You know, just a little bit, just a few years, not a lot. But there's certain things that I realized that when I was a kid that I had or remember that you guys definitely don't. So today, we're going to play a fun game, okay? We're going to play a game where you have to try to figure out what items these are and kind of what they're used for. The game is called Ancient Artifacts. Really? Ancient Artifacts? Man, okay. I guess I'm that old. So we're going to look at items from the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. And you guys can tell us in the chat what you think these items are for. So let's get it started. First picture. Ooh, what do you guys think this is? Is it a radio? Maybe. Is it a... Ooh, I don't even know. What could this be? What could it be? Maybe a tape recorder. Like, you know, when those old people would be like, remind yourself that you need broccoli for dinner tonight. I don't know. A soundboard. That's what Ben's saying. A soundboard. Ooh, the chops are saying a alarm clock. Quadi? Yo, Quadi. What's up, Quadi? I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. But music player thingy. All right. Brody is saying clock. Lex is saying a scale. Charlotte is saying alarm clock. Bree H is saying a stove. Okay, these are some crazy guesses. So let's see. What is this item? It is an answering machine. It's used to record messages when away from your phone. What? So basically, guys, back in the day, they didn't have voicemail on the phone. They had it on a separate device. That's crazy. Oh, man, that's fun. Okay, next picture. Ooh, this one's easy. This one's so easy. This is a plate, you know? This is a plate that they used to eat on. A tectonic plate. I'm joking. It's a little geography joke for you. Okay. Everyone got it. I knew you guys were going to get it. It's a record, a music disc, a record. Campbell and Sarah guess record. Oh, sweet. Music disc record. You guys are all getting it correct. It is true. This is a record. It's used to play music. See, that's an easy one. That is like, I knew you guys would get that. I knew you guys. Okay, next one. You guys are not going to get this one. Okay, I had one of these, and I remember flipping through it all the time. You guys are not going to get what we use this for. Any guesses? A book? A Walkman? Good try, Brody. Good try. You're very close, but not quite. Not a Walkman. A CD holder? Dictionary? Page server device? Well, one person got it correct so far. A place to hold your CD? Campbell and Sarah say guess a holder. 3 people got it correct so far. That is correct. It is a CD holder. Guys, back in the day, we used to have these in the car because you didn't have like Bluetooth or the other aux cord. You had to like flip through and be like, ooh, like what would I listen to today? Like put the CD in. Even people before me, I mean like your parents maybe, they used to have cassettes. You had to put them in like the car. I know, wild. Okay, guess what? Like, what's a cassette? You guys will learn hopefully in a bit what a cassette is. Okay, next picture. I'm telling you guys, I did not know what this picture was gonna be next. That's hilarious. Okay, what do you guys think this is? I might have gave you guys the answer already. What do you think this is? This is funny. I love it. A videotape. Yep. The people who are getting these correct, are you using your parents? Ben, I love it. I love it. That's a good question. Camera. Brubaker said camera. Close, but not quite. A cassette, videotape, VCR. Not a VCR. Okay, so it's between either it's a cassette or a VCR. A VCR tape, sorry. VCR is the machine, VCR tape. I'm not sure which one it is. One of the two. But let's see. What is it? It's a what? Betamax tape. Used to play slash view movies at home. Oh, it's a VCR tape. It's a VCR tape. Okay, so it's not a cassette. But hey, so you guys got it. So good job. All right, next one. What? I think I saw this in a movie that I watched last night, actually. Okay, what do you think this is? Oh, this. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think it is? A radio? I thought it was a radio too, but okay. I'm gonna guess with you guys. Okay, have you guys seen a movie where like they're in a room and there's like these like people that have cords and like you call in and they're like, operator, who would you like to talk to? And they're like, connect me to Brody. And then the operator takes one cord and puts it into the other machine and puts this cord into the other machine and like connects you guys. I think that's what this is. I think it's like a dashboard for an operator. But people are saying a very old radio, CB radio. Okay, projector. Okay, well, let's see. What is this item? Oh, it's a police scanner. Oh, we were so off. We were so off. What? It's used to listen to police responses to dispatch calls. Man. Ooh, I would love to get one of these. That'd be cool. Then I could know, if I'm speeding down the road and there's a cop down the street. I'm joking. You should not be speeding. No speeding. Okay, next item. Guys, I'm so lost. I have no clue. Okay, if your parents are nearby, I give you permission. You can ask them what this item is because I have no idea what this is. What is this item? What is this used for? It reminds me of back in the day when I used to watch like Digimon, or no one out there to watch Digimon. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no idea. Yeah, Goku. No. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. Okay. Some people are saying it's a baby clip. Or paper clip. Okay. Someone said that you insert it into a record. 45. Okay. Guys, I am so intrigued because I have no idea. Okay, let's see what it is. Who got it right? It's a record spider adapter. It's used to make the 45 RPM records playable with a 33 RPM LP player. So, Fiona Mac, you guys got it correct. Good job. I was lost. I was so lost. Wow, who would have known that? That's crazy. Okay, let's do two more, okay? Next. Ooh, I know what this is. I saw one at the grocery store that had one of these. It's a good one. This is what scammers use. Any idea? Someone said a threader. Coin. Brody said ... Needle threader. Okay, so I might be really off because I thought it was like one of those fake coins you use when you go to the grocery store and you need to get a cart and you don't have a quarter. So instead, and you want to give them a quarter, so all you gotta do, put that in and you take it out. And it's just like a fake. You can take as many carts as you want. That's what I thought. I don't know why I thought that, but people are saying needle threader. A lot of people are getting this right. I am so off. Okay. Oh, someone said a bottle opener though. Interesting. So we have a lot of needle thread, coin, or bottle opener. Okay, let's see what it is. This is a needle threader. You guys are all correct. Used to help guide thread into the eye of a needle. Wow. You guys are smart. You guys are pretty smart. Okay, let's do one more, last one. Oh, this is easy. This, if you've been to camp at any point within the last 5 years, you would have seen this. This right here, this is my childhood, guys. We use this all the time. My childhood, man. I remember being in school and like the teacher using it and like writing on it to like for examples. I remember like back in the day when we're at camp for like worship, the person would have lyrics on here. Like, oh gosh, oh, it's bringing me back. Show this to your parents, they might cry. Cause I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like back in my day. Like they will definitely have some nostalgia there. Everyone said correctly, it is a projector, but more particularly is an overhead projector. Max, you guys got it right. Nice. We still have them, but no bottom thingy. Oh, you still have them? What? Yeah, this is if you could find one for me, I would love that. I would take it in a heartbeat. This is just I love it. Well, guys, that is Ancient Artifacts where, yeah, we went back into time, you know, and tested, see what you guys knew from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Clearly, you guys knew more than I did. I didn't know that many items, but hey, that was fun. That was a good time. I realized how old I was also at the same time. Like, wow, projector, overhead projector. Brought back so many memories. But hey, guys, we're heading into a one-off message, a standalone message, where we're going to be diving into a trending series. So trending, just things that, you know, are big topics we don't necessarily talk about often. And today, we're going to be talking about money. They probably like, no, why are we talking about money? Well, because we've been in quarantine for a long time now. And maybe some of you guys have gotten birthday money, Christmas money, I don't know, Easter money. You guys got allowance and you're probably saving and have saved up a lot of money. And now that we're able to go out and spend it, you guys might go a little crazy and start spending it everywhere you want. Maybe buying a Switch, AirPods, a plasma TV, a new car. I don't know. Less with this money. God has given us the opportunity to receive this money. How should we be spending it the right way and maybe not blowing it in only one spot? We're going to be talking about, hey, the true meaning behind having money and kind of what that means in our lives. So today we're going to have a standalone message. We're talking about things that sometimes a little awkward, and maybe we won't talk about it a lot in middle school, but we're going to be talking about money. And afterwards, like I said last week, we aren't going to have group afterwards. That won't be happening, but feel free to click on the link in the description to still have conversation around this message with either your siblings, your friends, or your family at home, because this conversation is still really important to have. But hey, and then after the message, as per usual, I have a challenge for you guys, so make sure you stay to the very end to follow the challenges and to get a chance to win the prize, which is going to be a fun prize this week. Can't wait to show you guys what that is. But hey, before we enter the message, I'm just going to pray. Father God, I thank you for every single person who's watching this live stream right now, God. Thank you that you are just a great God, that you love us unconditionally, God, that you have blessed us in so many different ways, God. And God, we really hear from you, God. Hear what it means for us to really be wise with the finances you have given us. God, thank you so much just for loving us. We love you. In your name we pray. Amen.
What's up, friends? My name is Jessica, and today I've got some thoughts about money. Have you ever thought about what you would do with $1 million? Better yet, have you ever asked someone what they would do with $1 million? $1 million. I did. I asked my friends. Here's what they said.
That's funny because I always thought what I will do, but actually if I have it, I will probably buy a second house and pay my first house so my mom can move closer.
Well, first I would tithe, and then I would invest in a shoe collection, cause like shoes are expensive and I have zero shoe game. Zero shoe game.
I would just use the $1 million to fly to wherever Taylor Swift is and use it to bribe her to be my friend.
I think I would buy an island and move all of my friends and family to that island, grow our own food, everybody quit their jobs.
I've always wondered what it would be like if there was a giant kid-sized pool full of pasta. So if I could pay someone, I don't know how much it would cost, and so that's why I feel like $1 million would do it.
I think I will buy a house. Like, that's for real. I will buy a house maybe by the beach, you know, like the $1 million houses by the beach. That's what I would do.
Those are the best $1 million dreams. You may have noticed that some of my friends seem to have put lots of thought into what they do with that money, and others, maybe not so much. Unfortunately, we're not just talking about the way we'd all use our millions if we actually had them. We're gonna talk about something else. Something that's pretty important when it comes to money. Now, maybe you're thinking, what? I can't make any money yet. If I don't make money yet, why are we even talking about this? I am so glad that you're thinking that. Because when it comes to money, you may not have a lot of control over it, but you're certainly aware of how it affects your life. Maybe you feel the struggle around money in your home because your family can't afford the things you need to get by. Maybe you've never really talked about money with anyone before, so you're not even sure this is a safe topic to talk about. Maybe you see your favorite athletes or influencers or YouTubers making so much money and you want to be like them someday. Maybe you just really, really wish you had more of it. I think most of us can relate to that. I know I can. The point is this: money is a real part of our real lives. It has an impact on so much of the way we live. And because of that, it's an important thing to talk about and hopefully get a better understanding of together. I think for a lot of us, money isn't something we talk about every day. Maybe you don't talk about it with your friends, and maybe it never comes up at the dinner table with your family. But whether you realize it or not, it's definitely something you think about. We all do. We all have a certain idea of what it looks like to have money. Think about the influencers you follow on TikTok or Instagram. They're young, they're cool, and what do they probably all have in common? They're rich. They're making a lot of money with each post, and we know it. They show it in the way they dress, the places they live, the things they buy, the vacations they take. I think a lot of us would admit there are times we wished our lives looked a little more like that, right? I know I've wished that before. If I had money like them, I'd have all the status, influence, and fame I could ever want. A lot of us are tempted to see money as an answer to the things that we want in life. We think if we have enough to get that next cool thing, we'll be happy. But the thing I'm learning is that there's always going to be a next thing. That cycle doesn't end. The more we get, the more we want. Looking at money that way creates an appetite or a desire for more. And the reality is we're never going to be satisfied with what we get because the appetite for more never goes away. And ultimately, that leads to a lot of disappointment and frustration. Maybe you think about money in a different way. You feel trapped when it comes to money because you don't have a lot of control over it. You don't work, so you can't make your own money. And you can't control how your parents spend it or even what they make. You can't make decisions about how the money is spent in your life. You think if you had more money, you'd have more freedom too. Maybe from going through a global pandemic, you became more aware of money than you ever have before. Maybe you experienced a lack or a loss that you hadn't before. Maybe a parent lost a job, or your school didn't have enough funds for technology to do distance learning. Or maybe there were a lot less presents under the Christmas tree last year. Or you weren't sure where the next meal was going to come from while school was closed. This year, you're feeling the weight of money in your life more than ever before. Maybe this is a hard topic for some of you because the struggle is real when it comes to money. Your family is always tense about money because they don't have what they need. And so you're motivated to want more money, but for very good reason. You need it to survive. You need it to help your family put food on the table, or to get new clothes, or to pay the bills to stay in your home. And for some of you, this leads to a lot of anger around money. Maybe toward others who have it. Maybe toward your parents for how they've spent it. Maybe even toward God for not providing it for you. Or maybe money brings out a lot of judgment. If your family has it or isn't struggling with it, you wonder why families aren't in the same position. And without even realizing it, you feel like people who aren't in your situation didn't make good choices or should just work harder to get more. You're comparing their circumstances to your own, and that's bringing out a lot of judgment. No matter how you feel about money or what your status with it is, here is what I want you to know. Money isn't bad. It can actually solve a lot of problems in the world. Money can actually fix some of the things in your life. It can give you a roof over your head or a meal on your table and help you feel safe and taken care of in your home. You see, money itself isn't the problem here. It's the heart or the attitude we have toward it that can lead to problems. Our attitude toward money matters. It matters more than the amount of money we have. Because that attitude affects what we do with it and how we think about it. It affects the way we live. And that's why no matter how much or how little we have, my hope for today is that we'll all be able to change our attitudes towards this stuff. The good news is that people have been talking about attitude toward money for a really long time. About 2,000 years ago, a guy named Paul wrote a letter to his friend Timothy. Paul was a little older and a little wiser than Timothy, so he often wrote down important things he wanted his friend to know. One of the things he wrote about? Money. Let's take a look at the first part of what Paul said to Timothy. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. So Paul was saying here that money isn't bad. It isn't what brings us problems or frustration or anger or judgment. As Paul put it, it's the love of money that can lead us to all kinds of evil. And that's the problem. If we aren't paying attention, our love or want for money can influence us to do things we wouldn't normally do. Things like lying or manipulating other people to get what we want, or taking what isn't ours, or staying in bad relationships, refusing to share what we have, or saying yes to things we know aren't good for us, or acting out of anger or frustration because we don't have what we need. Let's take a look at what Paul said next. And some people, craving money, have wandered from the true faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows. So what Paul meant here is that you crave, or if you love money, you'll never feel like you have enough. And sometimes when we find ourselves really focused on something we want, like money, we run the risk of letting it affect every area of our life. And that includes our faith. We might even find ourselves looking to money to meet the needs that Jesus wants to fill in our lives. We sometimes use money to provide us with things that Jesus already promises to give us. Here's what I mean. Maybe you want to buy new shoes because everyone at school is wearing them and you don't want to be the only one not wearing them. But the thing is, Jesus already says that we belong without those shoes. Or maybe you want the newest iPhone to get noticed. But the thing is, Jesus already sees the real us and doesn't need a phone to get his attention. Or maybe you want more likes on Instagram. But Jesus already likes us. Maybe you want more money to help your family pay the bills or put food on the table, which is a really good reason to want money. So is it wrong to want that stuff? To look forward to being able to buy the cool shoes or get the phone or count your likes or even just help out your family? Definitely not. There's nothing wrong with wanting stuff like that. But we need to be careful to not let our attitude toward money become something we want more than anything else in our lives. Jesus promises and gives us so many good things. And we don't want to miss those things because we're looking for them somewhere else. So what do? What attitude are we supposed to have? Well, let's take a look at something Jesus shared with his followers. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Jesus was telling us that the things we value and think are important are our treasures. Actually, let me show you something. These things, our treasures, they're what we focus a lot of our energy on. The things we treasure impact things like what we do and who we are and what we want. If we make money and material things our treasure, that's what we'll focus on in our lives. That's what will be most important to us. It'll be where our heart is. But here's the thing. Money and what it can buy may seem valuable now, but these things are temporary. They don't last beyond our lifetime on earth. But when we focus on and treasure things that last forever, our hearts will be in the right place. What are these things that last forever? Well, they're the things in God's kingdom here on earth that have an impact in heaven. They're the things that God values and really cares about. And here's the thing. Sometimes money is needed to invest our hearts into things God cares about. Things like using our money to help people in need or buying a Bible so we can get to know God better. But other times, they're not material things. They're not always things that money can buy. They're things like having a relationship with God or showing love to the people around us, being kind and compassionate to others, respecting those who are different than us, being generous with what we have, or meeting the needs of other people, having faith that God will take care of us, or using our words to build others up, or trying to live as God tells us to live. And all of these things, these are the things that we should treasure. These are the things that we should focus our hearts and our minds on. In fact, God calls us to invest all of our lives and resources, including our money, on these things. Because the truth is, those are the things that will last. Money is something that matters while we're here on earth, but there are other things that matter even more. Things that God wants us to love and care about. You see, money matters, but your attitude around it matters more. So how can we be sure that we have the right attitude when it comes to money? Well, we can start by asking ourselves two things. The first is ask yourself this question: how do you feel about money? Do your feelings about money affect the way you act or talk or live? Do you feel angry or embarrassed when the topic of money comes up? Do you obsess over all the things that you could potentially buy with the money you do have? Do you spend a lot of time thinking about money? Do you compare yourself to others when it comes to what you have or don't have? Do you find yourself doing things that you wouldn't normally do in order to get money? By figuring out what you feel when money comes up, you'll be able to see how money might be affecting the way you act and talk and live. Then ask yourself this question: what change do you need to make in your attitude toward money? Maybe it's shifting the way you use it if you have it. Maybe it's addressing some of the anger you feel around it. Maybe it's asking for help when you need it. Maybe it's changing the way you see people who have more or less of it than you do. Now, I know that for some of you, your feelings toward money revolve around the fact that you need it to simply survive. You need food, you need clothes, you need a place to sleep. We're not asking you to not get what you need. Money can help you with getting what you need, and that's super important. That's something I'd love for you to talk to your group leader about today, actually, because the need is real, and your leaders not only want to talk with you about it, they want to help you figure it out. Whatever it is, let's decide today to make a change in the way we see money. Let's be careful to not let money become an obsession that tries to meet needs that Jesus wants to fill in our lives. And let's change our attitude about money to revolve around what God thinks is important on this earth and in heaven. Let's commit to being a group of people who know that money matters, but our attitude around it matters more. And because it matters so much, it's important that we keep talking about it together as we figure it out. And while talking about money might not be the easiest thing to do sometimes, remember you are not alone in figuring this thing out. That's really why we have groups, so that we can all have a place where we can talk about what we're thinking and learning and ask questions together.
Wow, what an amazing message. And it really got me thinking, because here's a truth moment. Growing up, I didn't grow up with a lot of money around. And we had to be creative on doing certain things like family outings and just like finding fun without having to spend a lot of money. I remember going to school and seeing other kids with like brand new shoes and like brand new this, and I am the second oldest, so I did get new things. My siblings, they got my hand-me-downs. And looking back, I remember those times where I felt like, man, I wish I had more money. Like, if I had more money, I could just do this. I remember the time that I had the opportunity to finally get my first job. I was 14 years old. I got a job at Giant Tiger. And back then, you weren't allowed to work in retail at 14, but I don't know, I got the job somehow. I remember getting my first paycheck. And instead of me doing the wise thing which is, you know, putting it in the bank and saving it, I ended up going to Winners. And I remember spending my entire paycheck on just getting new stuff. And the thing with getting new stuff is that it's new in that moment. It's new for that moment. Over time, the more times you wear it, the more times you wash it, the more times you run in those shoes, it gets old, and it's no longer new. And when some things get old, you want to get new things over and over and over again. See, not everything that we need or that will satisfy us is something that we can get with money. Looking back, actually, some of the best times I had with my family were times where we didn't spend money at all. We went to the park just to hang out. We had a barbecue maybe. It was something that was so simple. It's not like we went to Wonderland or went to Ontario Place or any of those big things. It was just time where we spent time together. Where we're able to really demonstrate the fruits of the Spirit with being kind, loving. Actually, one of my biggest memories is when I was about 10 years old, my family, my mom brought me and my siblings to a local food bank. And instead of us, receiving food from there, we actually were there to help. We ended up sorting a bunch of food in different places. We're actually there to help the community. And I remember that being one of the best times of my life. See, money isn't a bad thing. We need money to survive. It is part of our society, but the way we use that money is what matters. How are you using your money? Actually, how do you feel about money? That was a question that she asked, and I'd love to actually hear that answer. So in the chat, let me know how you feel about money. How do you feel about the finances you have right now? If it's $10, $20, $300, or money in general, how do you feel? And then my next question I'd love for you to answer is, hey, what is your mindset with money? Are you someone that's like, money, like it's fine. It is what it is. I don't have to worry about it. Or are you someone that's like, I want more money. The more money, the better. Let me know. Let me know in the chat because I am so curious. Oh, some people said, hey, they feel fine about money. They're good with money. Oh, money is used to get what you need and not just what you want. That is so true. Money is definitely a part of what we need in this world. But also, what she said was so important. It's like, yeah, like we need money in life. Actually, for sure. But our attitude towards money matters. Our attitude towards the money we have matters. Are we just collecting money? Are we just using money for our own wants and our own desires? Are we using it not only for what we need, but also to help others? I actually have a question for you and a challenge for you all at the same time. This summer, if you do get some money, if you do get some type of allowance, or if you got money from your birthday or Christmas, what is something you can do with your money towards someone else to help them? Maybe it's giving something to a local charity, some money to a local charity, or maybe it's helping someone, a homeless person, when you see them downtown, or maybe it's, going to, going to the Salvation Army when you see their buckets out and giving them some money there. What can you do with your money that's going to help someone else? Guys, this has been a great conversation, and I love seeing your answers in the chat. I love seeing how you guys are thinking about, hey, what does money look like for you? And I want you guys to continue that conversation with your friends and your family. If you're doing church at my place, have conversation with your friends. It's a good time to do that. And if you are someone who does have some money, what does it look like to use that money? What does it look like to not only do things for yourself, but also for others? Guys, it's been a great service so far, but hey, we have a challenge for you. So, the challenge is, I'm going to post it right here. What country does coffee come from? Ooh, I love coffee. Coffee, by far, is my favorite thing. I actually have coffee right here. But this is a tricky answer because coffee comes from a lot of different countries. What country are we thinking of that coffee comes from? Put it in the chat. We have Ben that said Colombia. We had Kwadi that said France. Julia Kelsey Laurent said Italy. Brody said Colombia also. Fiona said Brazil. South America. What else? Who else? Is this all the guesses? Are these all the guesses? If so, the answer is... Hey, well, hold on. Did anyone get it right? Ooh, the team is saying that no one got it right. A bunch comes from Guatemala and Colombia, Ethiopia, Africa. Ooh, Africa is a big continent, so you gotta be more specific. In there, Indonesia, Ethiopia, U.S. Ooh, can we guess? Yeah, you can guess twice. You can get twice. Can we guess again? Absolutely. Ethiopia. Ooh. No one has gotten it quite yet. I'll give you guys 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Mexico, England, Australia, Africa. Oh my goodness, guys. No, you guys have not said it quite yet. Okay, I'll give you guys a hint. It starts with the letter H. Oh, never mind. It starts with the letter Y. Y? Y? It starts with the letter Y? Where is this from? I thought I knew. I'm so wrong. Aruba. Not Aruba. Arabia. Sorry. Georgia, Cuba, Spain, Asia, Honduras, Yukon. Is that correct? Yukon. Yemen? Oh, there's a correct answer. There's a correct answer. The answer is Yemen. Congratulations to who said it first. Ben, you said it first. Congratulations, Ben. Whoa. That's correct. So, yeah, the earliest evidence of coffee drinking dates back to the early 15th century in Yemen and soon spread to the rest of the Middle East. Wow. I did not know that. That is interesting. So, Ben, you'll be getting, not only from 2 weeks ago, but also today, your gift will be coming to you, which I'm super pumped about. Guys, today has been a good day. Today was a fun day on transit. You guys are obviously the best middle school students I've ever had to do online with. Just to put it out there. You guys are the best. Just to put it out there. But hey, guys, it's been awesome being able to talk about money with you guys, play some games, and also learn more about coffee. And hey, we'll be back again next Sunday at 10 a.m. And don't forget, we're doing some fun events this summer. So make sure that you sign up to be a part of Mini Putt. Mini Putt this Wednesday, July 7th, go to Transit Golf. And don't forget, we're doing some more events during the summer. So make sure you are signed up. To find out more, go to connectchurch.com/transit. Guys, have a good Sunday. It is sunny outside. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy the fresh air. Have a good time. And see you guys next week. Peace.